Hey everyone, thanks so much for joining this yoga practice to celebrate Litha, or the summer solstice. The summer solstice is the longest day of the year and is celebrated around the 20th to the 22nd of June here in the Northern Hemisphere. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, I have a winter solstice practice for you too, or Yule practice. I'll link that in the bio of this video. This is the time of year where we feel the vibrant power of the solar energy. We tend to feel more motivated, joyful, uplifted, and energized. However, especially with warmer weather, it can manifest as frustration, burnout, or fatigue to those who may be prone to overdoing it. Today's practice will focus on harnessing and balancing that powerful energy, finding joy and motivation from the sun without overexertion. Orange, lemon, or citrus oil will complement this practice, as will sunstone, carnelian, citrine, or yellow jasper crystals. Thank you all so much for supporting this channel. As I've mentioned previously, this channel is not monetized, which may result in ads being played at awkward times. Please be patient. If this channel grows, I'll be sure to turn those off as soon as possible. But if it does happen during your practice, maybe use the opportunity to bring yourself back to intention or just take a couple of conscious breaths. That being said, when you're ready, grab your yoga mat and let's begin. Hey everyone, welcome to your Litha or summer solstice yoga practice. So maybe obviously, maybe not, we're going to be working with some sun salutations, Surya Namaskara, as a form of sun worship. And as we do these, there's a tendency when we do sun salutations to kind of think of them as a warm-up, a bit of cardio, or you know, this kind of idea of getting the heart rate up in our sun salutations. And sun salutations on their own can be a perfect practice. They are a chance to connect the body, the movement, and the breath together. So instead of trying to kind of push through or you know, get that really intense buzz from your sun salutations, I want you instead to just focus each moment, each breath as we transition. So we're actually going to slow it down to start with. We're going to start with some sun circles. So we're going to come to stand in the center of our yoga mat, and we're just going to find our mountain pose to start with. So take a little bit of time just finding nice even balance through both feet, shifting the weight forward into the toes, shifting the weight back into the heels, and see if you can establish the connection to the arches of the feet, maybe a little pressure through the toes, finding that connection to the inner edges. And then from here, just relax your shoulders down and away from the ears, neutral spine. So breathing in and out through the nose. If anyone's had this awful hay fever, modify your breathing, but also modify your practice, take it more gently. And just breathing out with a gentle restriction to the back of the throat. So we're going to start simply with sun circles. So I want you to imagine the energy is building, that sun energy is building within the body. So as we inhale, we bring the arms out to the side and up. Now, option to just reach your arms wide like you're holding a beach ball above your head, or you could bring the palms of the hands together to touch, gaze forward or look towards the thumbs. As you exhale, bring the palms together through the center of the forehead, through the center of the heart. And as we do this, we fold down. Bring your hands to the floor or to the feet. Inhale, head up. Exhale, relax down. Just soften, bring the weight into the toes. Now as we inhale, bring your arms wide like you're gathering all that energy up, out to the side and up. Exhale, palms together, thumbs through third eye, throat, heart. Inhale, big circle, reach the arms out to the side and up. Maybe palms touching, and then as we exhale, hinge at the hips, bring those hands through third eye, throat, heart, fold forwards. Inhale, head up. Exhale, relax. Sweep those arms wide, gather all that energy up. Inhale, reach. Exhale. Hands through third eye, throat, heart. We'll just do one more like that. Inhale. Gather the energy up and bring it through. Folding forwards. Inhale, head up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Now just take a breath with your hands together at the center of your chest. Take a breath in. Exhale. We're going to add on a little bit through sun salutation A. And again, it's not as quick as we can, as fast as we can. It's slowing down, conscious movement. So inhale, big circle with the arms, reach them out to the side and up. As we exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Now this time as we exhale, I want you to bend your knees enough that you can be strong through your arms. Step back into a high plank with the knees lifted or lowered. Strong arms even here. Then bend your elbows slowly like you're moving through stirrup. Lower your chest and your chin, or halfway down if you'd like. And then as we inhale, press through the tops of the feet. As you lift your heart, open your heart. Lift your chin. Exhale. Soften through the neck. Strong arms, strong stable foundations. Tuck the toes under as you bring yourself back into a downward facing dog. Now, as this is your first down dog, feel free to find a bit of movement. And you could always modify down dog by just dropping to the knees, coming into a melting heart pose or a child's pose. Try to keep your gaze steady, whether that's to your toes, your knees, or your navel. Finish your exhalation. And then as we inhale, don't rush. Strong arms as you bring your shoulders over your wrists, look forward, and then bring your knees close. Step, step, or jump. And then exhale, relax, chin to shin. Inhale, we rise up to standing. So come up with a flat back, maybe bring the arms wide, reach them up. And then exhale, thumbs through third eye, throat, heart. Inhale, big circle. This whole time we're moving through water, through syrup. We're slowing it down, exhaling to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, strong arms. And you can step back, you could jump back. Option to lower knees, chest, chin again, or you could lower halfway down with the knees and chest lifted, gaze slightly forward, don't rush. Inhale, option to roll back. Roll forward over the toes as you lift into your back bend. So option for up dog, the thighs lift, gaze lifts, arms are strong, elbows a little soft. And then as you exhale, maybe you roll over your toes into downward facing dog. Steady your breath. And with Surya Namaskara, sun salutations, you'll feel the heat building intrinsically within the body. And this is why it's sometimes considered a warm-up, although the energetic properties of sun salutations, of sun worship, are so much more than just the physical benefits of warming the body. Finish your exhalation. As we inhale, look forward, shoulders over wrists. Again, step, or you could jump to the halfway lift. Exhale, belly to thighs as we fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms wide, big circle. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, reach. Gather all that energy up as we exhale, fold. Feel it moving into your foundations. Inhale, head up. Exhale, strong arms, step back or jump back. Option into chaturanga straight away. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Breathing with sound. Connect the breath. Remember the intention. Cultivating that sun energy, that solar energy. As we inhale, look forwards. Again, you can step or jump. If you're jumping, try to bring your hips high. Land lightly. Exhale, fold. Inhale, big circle rise. Exhale, thumbs to sternum. Take a breath. Exhale fully. Moving on to a side stretch now. So from this position, we're going to reach our left arm out to the side and up. Option to just work with the one hand, or you could interlace index finger and thumb of your right hand around your left wrist, and then side stretch over towards the right side. Maybe even a little peek up towards the ceiling.
Inhale through center. Again, you could just use your right arm up or interlace index finger and thumb of your left hand around your right wrist. And exhale, side stretch. Over to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale. Bring your thumbs down through third eye, throat, heart. Now, if you have any lower back pain, be very honest with yourself here. It's quite important that you listen to the feedback of your body. Bring your hands to your sacrum for this next one. Otherwise, keep your thumbs to your sternum. Inhaling. Little tilt to the pelvis, letting the pubic bone drop forwards. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, lift your sternum into your thumbs, then begin to press the pelvis forward, lengthening the tailbone towards the backs of the heels. Inhale through center. And this time as we exhale, we'll just continue to fold all the way down. Hands can release to the floor or to the feet. Inhales, head up. And as we exhale, plant those hands, step back, jump back again through your flow. Lower down. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a breath in. Exhale fully. Inhale, right leg lifts up and back. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. So almost more classic sun salutations now. Inhale, reach the arms up into low lunge. And then you could hold here in stillness. You could also just interlace your fingers over the right thigh. Otherwise, as you exhale, cactus the arms. Lift your chin, lift your chest. Open your heart space. Inhale to reach. Bring your spine to neutral. As we exhale, cactus. Squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift your chin, lift your chest. Inhale, low lunge. Exhale, plant the hands. Inhale, step back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, ripple back, downward facing dog. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend your left knee, step your left foot between your hands, drop your right knee down. Inhale's low lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift your chin, lift your chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, plant the hands down. Inhale to plank pose. Exhale to chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Breath in. Exhale. Inhale, look forward, step or jump. Halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up to standing big circle with the arms. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale to reach. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And now this time, heel toe your feet so they're hips width distance apart if they're not already. Keep your hands to your thigh shins or take your peace fingers towards your big toes as you inhale. And then as you exhale, maybe start to relax the chin a little bit closer towards the shin. Holding for a couple of breaths. Keep your shoulders soft and just feel that grounding energy. So more than likely with these sun salutations, you're feeling that internal, that intrinsic heat building, as well as potentially some heat from the external world as well. So just get used to that sense of building that fire, that solar energy. Get comfortable with the idea of that building warmth radiating through you. And in this way, we can get comfortable with the discomfort that we need in order to feel growth and progression in our intentions. Inhales, head up, look forwards. As we exhale, find your position, hands to the floor, step or jump. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale into your back bend, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, drop your left knee down to the floor. Inhale into your low lunge. And this time as we exhale, plant those hands, moving back into half splits. Now, if you want a bit more stillness, a bit more grounding, stay with this position. Otherwise, you can move. With your inhalation, rise into your low lunge. And with your exhalation, bring the hips back into your half splits, maybe flexing the right toes back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to low lunge. And then exhale, plant those hands. Lift up the back knee. Inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Drop your knee down. Inhale to low lunge. Exhale, half splits. And again, you can stay with this. Might feel nice to have a bit more grounding, a bit more soothing energy, a bit of that moon energy in this practice maybe. And then when you're ready, if you'd like to, inhale, reach, low lunge. Exhale, half splits. Inhaling, Anjaneyasana. Exhaling, Ardha Hanumanasana. One more time. Bring yourself to low lunge as you inhale. Exhale, plant your hands down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And you can see in this way how sun salutations are so much more than the physical practice. They're a method of threading the breath between the postures, finding that sutra, that constant flow of breathing. Now as we inhale this time, bring yourself forwards to a plank position. And then as you exhale, lower down onto your belly, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Untuck your toes. Inhale, lift into baby cobra. Exhale, down. Bring your palms back a couple of inches. Inhale, lift. Maybe to a mid cobra this time, feeling the work in the upper back. And then exhale, down. Same again, or bring your palms back a tiny bit more. Inhale, lift. Lead with the chin, leading with the chest. High cobra. Bring those low ribs forward. Lift your rib cage up. And then exhale, lower down. Option from here to move into locust pose. So interlacing fingers behind the back, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, open your heart space. Exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, lower back down. Same again, or bow, bending your knees, take a hold of the outsides of the feet, or just bring your hands alongside your body for less intense version. And then as you inhale, lift your chin, lift your chest, lift, squeeze your glutes, open your heart space, breathing. Feel the energy through the back bends, through the sun worship for 2 and 1. Release down. Release your legs. Maybe just make a little pillow with your hands and just soften, relax down now. So this practice is supposed to feel warming, it's supposed to feel a little bit uncomfortable as you work the cardiovascular and the respiratory system.
that same discomfort, that same internal heat is needed as we find the challenging elements of our life. And what better time to work on building ourselves up than when the energy is at the highest, which in the northern hemisphere is around this weekend, summer solstice. And from here we're going to move into a gentle twist. So bring your left leg out, so your left knee is in line with your left hip, your left ankle is in line with your left knee, so it's 90 degrees. The first option is to just very simply turn your gaze over towards the right, looking out over your right shoulder. And this can be a really nice option. If you wanted to take it a little bit deeper into this twist, then you're going to actually slide your right arm underneath your left, and then from there you could stay with your left hand just gently tented to the floor, or roll over onto your back and bring your left shoulder down to the floor, or working towards bringing it down. Right hand could stay where it is, or you could use your right hand to just gently press that left thigh down to the floor. This is one of those postures that for some it just feels really, really good, and for others it just feels a bit clunky, a bit strange. Gently unwind, bring your left palm under your left shoulder. Just unthread your right arm from underneath and release down onto your belly. Just relax your chin in this half frog pose for a moment. And then bring your left leg back. And we'll switch, we'll do that on the other side. So right knee in line with your right hip, right ankle in line with your right knee. And the first option is to just bring your right ear down to the floor or to your hands, look out over your left shoulder. Far more passive twist, but lovely to soften. If you wanted to take it a bit deeper, use your right hand to support you as you bring your left arm out to the left. And then from there, you could roll open and even bring your right shoulder down to the floor. And don't worry if it doesn't touch, you could always use blocks or props underneath your right knee, or just let gravity do the work as you gently work on bringing that right shoulder down. Gently unwind. Right palm to the floor, slide your left arm back, just relax down, relax your forehead. And then bring your right leg back to neutral. Now, if you really want to take one more sun salutation, you are absolutely welcome to. Otherwise, we're just going to turn around and lay down on our back. Now, we're not quite done. We do have the opportunity for back bends with all of this lovely heart opening, with all of this lovely cultivation of energy. For some, this can be kind of the peak of that, and for others, it just might make you prone to burnout. So if you want to skip that, that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, when you're ready, bend your knees, heels towards your sit bones, knees and ankles hips width distance apart, arms alongside the body, palms down. Inhale, lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of the heels, lift your hips up. Option to interlace fingers behind the back, or you could even grip your hands to the outside of the heels. Bring your chest towards your chin, but you're bringing your chin away from your chest. Don't hold your breath. Press through the heels. And very gently, one vertebrae at a time, release down, release your arms. Now we have the option for 3 rounds of Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow. Now we've done the back bending, we've done a lot of the energy work that's needed for this posture. However, if you know you've got tightness in your shoulders today, maybe your spine's a bit sensitive, you could do bridge pose, which we just did, another 3 times, okay? And that's going to really benefit you on working towards that posture. If you have a healthy spine, healthy shoulders, and it feels good for you today, you may want to widen the feet a teeny tiny bit, not much at all. And then you're going to bring your hands up by your ears, fingers facing the same direction as your toes. Elbows up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen your tailbone towards the backs of the heels. So start the same way, come onto the backs of the shoulders. Don't rush, just like sun salutations, just come to the backs of the shoulders. Then little push into the hands to come onto the crown of the head. From there, align your arms, push through the heels, lift up, and eventually bring your shoulders over your wrists. We're doing 3 rounds. In between rounds, you're welcome to come all the way down, or you could just come down onto the crown of the head. So take another inhalation,
Exhale, maybe come down all the way or to the crown of the head. If you've been doing this a while, you could walk your hands in a bit closer to your feet. Inhale, lift up. Breathing. Look between your hands. One more time, lower down or to the crown of your head. Maybe walk your hands in. Inhale, lift up. And maybe you can walk your hands in a teeny tiny bit more. And then chin to chest, all the way down. You should be able to feel your heart rate just sort of flush that energy through your body. Your breath might feel really shallow and you're kind of taking these deep breaths now to bring that energy in. That's the point. Okay, I've never met anyone that thinks back bends are really an enjoyable, comfortable experience. They're not. So just let that energy flush through your body like the power of the sun. Just breathe it in. Knees stay bent. And then we're just going to lower the knees over to the right. Option to bring your arms to a cactus or a capital T position. No forcing into the twist this one. It's a gentle restorative twist. Inhale through center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale through center. Happy baby. So you could always just hug your knees in towards your chest for wind relieving, or soles of the feet up towards the ceiling. Now, especially if you took some deeper back bends, use your hands to the feet to help press those knees down, to help press your sacrum, your low back into the floor. Really releasing through those back bends. And then come to find your rest. So you could lay down flat on your back, or you could always take your knees bent, arms alongside the body, palms open. Closing off your eyes. Softening the breath, letting go of the control of the breath. But as you breathe, you could almost imagine this golden thread of light traveling in through the nose. Watch as it expands around your heart space, and your ribs, your low belly. And this golden light travels through your entire being, through each fiber of each muscle, through each cell in your body, until you are completely saturated with this golden sunlight. And in this way, we feel a bit lighter, more open, more joyful. We embody that solar energy. Now, this time of year can be really good for reaffirming perhaps some intentions that we set earlier on in the year, maybe even just over the previous moon cycle, or just a chance to reflect on how your energy is being spent at the moment, whether you're investing fully in the areas you want to be investing, or whether maybe you're being prone to burnout, being pulled in many different directions by perhaps areas of your life that don't need as much attention as they're getting. Whatever your reflections are for this summer solstice, this Litha celebration, I wish you all the best, and I hope you're able to cultivate the energy in a way that best suits you and your highest potential. Thank you all so much for joining me. Namaste.